I'm with Hayden Bird after a 3-1 home win against Lewes. Our first home league win of the season, and with deep dark November. Normally that would mean we were having a bad season, but it's not. That was kind of a strange feeling in the second half.
And I think the first time we won this season having gone behind. I believe.
Yeah.
So we've ticked 2 boxes today. Strangely, I don't think we were at our best. Strategically, there was a little bit of work to do in the middle of the pitch without the ball, a little bit loose. But nonetheless, I think it was a pretty comprehensive victory.
Start was sluggish and Lewes scored, and we were not really executing some of our forward passes. What would you put that down to? Just getting used to the pitch? It was pretty heavy.
Yeah, the pitch was heavy today. Obviously, there's been 1 or 2 issues with it in the week with water mains burst, and obviously there's been a lot of rain, so the pitch made it a little slower. But I think we've also got to recognise there's 2 sides on the pitch, and when the opponents play Kingstonian now, because of the success that we're having, particularly in the FA Cup, there's a really big motivation to beat us. They started well, they started vibrantly, and we didn't really get into the game until the game settled. Probably for 15 minutes onwards, then I think we controlled the game. But yeah, I would agree with you, for the first 15 minutes, we certainly wasn't right.
And you made a couple of changes. Sal started, Dan Bennett got a bit of a rest.
Yeah.
I guess you're bearing in mind we have had a lot of games. Somebody who's been constant is Tom Kavanagh.
Yeah.
Who infamously criticised on the BBC for not having had an assist this season.
Yeah.
Is that 8 goals now?
I know.
It was a lovely finish with his left foot.
It's a great finish, and I can do that with Tom, because Tom knows that I hold him in really high esteem. He knows I'm only putting his league.
It's the criticism from a loving father.
Absolutely right. And he's been really important to us. Tom's had a fantastic season, and from playing in such a deep role to score 8 goals already, he deserves the highest compliments. With regard to the rest of the changes, it's exactly what you're saying. It was just resting players. It was our 3rd game in 6 days. Sometimes for the more attacking players, like Dan Bennett, it makes it a little bit more difficult. Bennett's been exceptional, but I think that he deserved a rest today to prepare him for Wednesday night against Enfield.
And we didn't chat after the trophy win in midweek against Blackfield and Langley. It was a long trip for all of us.
Yeah.
That was pretty comprehensive, especially second half. You must have been pleased.
I was really pleased. I thought in the first half we completely controlled the game, but we wasn't turning the domination into opportunities. That was largely because the running beyond the ball wasn't quite right. So we addressed that at half time. The boys responded well, made all of the difference, and I thought it was a really excellent performance. You know, to go to Blackfield and Langley, having got home from Macclesfield so late on Sunday, to get back on the coach, to play a tough game, shows how we're moving forward, and also shows how much I trust the squad. You know, it's an important trophy. You take the likes of Louis, you take the captain out, you leave Kenny Beanie and Sean Claresi at home to rest, and I think the boys come in and really did an exceptional job.
And Sudbury at home is a decent draw. We take it.
Absolutely. You know, we'll do our due diligence on them. We certainly won't take anything for granted. But again, it's a great opportunity to progress in a big competition.
Starting in the first round.
Why not?
Finally, I must ask about Filed.
Yeah.
We've been drawn against in the second round of the Cup. Tickets are on sale now. Go to the Bank of Records website or the K's website. But there will be tickets on the day, maybe. I don't know. Buy tickets. The draw. I know you spoke to the comic, spoke to me last week. I think unquestionably winnable was your phrase, and that's kind of how the fans feel. But it'll be tough.
It'll be a really tough game. We'll have to be at our best. There's no question of that. But you know, if you take Chichester, Malden and Tiptree out of the equation, with respect to Filed, probably you couldn't ask for much more. To have an opportunity to play potentially a Premier League club in the 3rd round of the FA Cup, to be drawn against a team where you have a chance of winning, you can't ask for more than that. And I think that we'll give a good account of ourselves. We'll go into the game brimming with confidence, as you can see. And I would ask all of the Kingstonian fans who've been magnificent all season, if we can pack the place out that day, that could be the difference between going through and not going through.
Let's bring a friend. Bring 10 friends.
Absolutely.
All right, Wednesday, Enfield at home. Mo File, top scorer in the league still. That'll be difficult.
He's a player that I like, Mo. He's a player that I spoke to in the summer when we were looking at various options. In the end, we made the decision to bring in Dan Thompson and obviously bring Lewes back to the club, having technically left. So yeah, Mo's a player that we'll have to be wary of, as is the likes of Billy Bricknell. We know that they're a good side, but they are where we want to be, and so we have to win on Wednesday. We have to continue to steadily can move up the league. But if we continue as we are, I think there's every chance of us doing that.
We'll hold you to that.
Thank
See
you.
Wednesday.
Quite right,
Thanks,
too. See
Hayden.
you Wednesday. Thanks, everybody.